So we find the Watcher, who looks exactly like a human version of Laris, and even Picard is confused. So what's the deal going on here, Star Trek Picard? You contracted a bunch of actors, and they're forced to play certain roles. This isn't American Horror Story, where every season has a different story with the same cast. Why does the Watcher look like Laris? I thought in the previous episode, since the Watcher has mind control powers or whatever, that they can somehow read Picard's mind or people's minds and was appearing to him in a form that Picard would recognize. But no, she literally just looks like Laris, minus the Romulan ears, with no explanation whatsoever.
Cosmic coincidence.
So she does this smoky transport thing. Is this magic? Like, for someone so concerned about not being seen, isn't she concerned about people noticing in a park? So she pulls a gun on Picard after teleporting them both to her apartment, but he's like, "But my name is Jean-Luc Picard."
Whoever you are.
But my name is Jean-Luc Picard.
As if that's relevant, and she didn't even ask for his name. Turns out it is a relevant name because her big important person to watch is Rene Picard, his ancestor who does some kind of space flight. Even the Watcher doesn't know why she's important. She's just there to protect her. So the Borg Queen kind of sort of hacks the ship, calls the cops to the Picard estate and ultimately La Serena, and takes one as hostage. The problem is I thought the ship was cloaked. And the cop looks outside the Picard estate, and apparently the ship is like right outside the estate. Like I can just see it right over there. But the Borg Queen never turned the cloak off. But the cloak is kind of working or shimmering around. So the cop just goes to investigate the crazy alien spaceship. Did the Borg Queen know this was going to happen? Why wouldn't she just turn the cloak off if she had control of the ship? Or if she couldn't, what the hell was her plan then? Did she know the cloak was partially working? These very important details aren't present. That put a rather large plot hole into the workings of this oh-so-well-constructed story. So Seven pulls off some powerful tricorder EMP from range, which stops the bus Rios is on, and they beat the cops up because ice is bad and teleporting would be too noticeable. Okay, this scene is fine outside of stranding a bunch of potential convicts on a highway, but okay, probably won't change history, right? So Raffi uses a phaser, I think, which I don't know what setting that was. No visual energy or color, just some kind of pulse, which knocks out the driver. Okay, that's really useful. You don't even have to aim, just some new phaser technology or something. This happens while handcuffed Rios can knock out a fully armed ICE agent with a rifle and some help. Okay, Starfleet training really kicks in sometimes. Raffi thinks she sees Elnor, and so do we, because that was the actor playing Elnor. But no, it's just her hallucinating, which is annoying because we all saw the actor be in character. So I don't know why stories do this, why movies and TV shows, but just get a different actor, make it look mysterious so you can't tell, so that we're all like, oh yeah, maybe she does see someone she recognizes, but it's not. Oh, okay. So the Watcher, who is a supervisor, whatever that means, shows Picard a video recording of Rene Picard's involuntary psych meetings, and somehow she has a 360 camera, whatever technology, and turns out that Q is the therapist. So up to this point, aside from minor obvious problems, it's okay. It's watchable. The pacing works. It's easy to follow. The characters work okay. But now we have a new plot line. So enter Brent Spiner.
I am a god.
Now playing the fourth Dr. Soong, called Adam. So there's the original Noonian, there's Eric Soong, there's Alton, and now Adam Soong. So Adam has a daughter played by, contractually obligated Isa Briones, who also played as Daj, Soji, Sutra, and now Korei Soong. I guess this is why Q didn't bring Soji along to this century. I don't know. Oh, and I just learned through Memory Alpha that Isa Briones has a real-life dad, was Seven's husband in the alternate timeline. Kind of funny how acting in Picard works. Anyway, Corey has some crazy rare bizarre disease that makes her skin super sensitive to sunlight and her lungs super sensitive to not oxygen. How she's still breathing, I don't know, but fine. Dr. Geneticist can't save his sick daughter, yada, yada, yada. He gets his funding revoked while living in some super rich looking house. He gets hacked. And someone's giving him a piece of metal from his 3D printer. What is this thing? Why is it here? What's the point of making it? I don't know. The doctor says, Q? Oh no. A debilitated Q is pulling the strings. Oh no. This is going to be dumb.
Basement-dwelling Nazis to rich heiresses who want me to clone their fucking cats.
Okay there, doctor. Calm down.
Seems that I have taken time for granted of late, and now she's threatening to abandon me.
Now, this could just be Q saying that time has literally abandoned him because he's lost his powers, or the female Q has abandoned him. Who knows? It's Q.
Dr. Soon, in 17 seconds, you're going to take a seat. There. 17 seconds. Right on the tick.
You know I'll kill you if I think you're a threat.
Okay there, Soong, buddy. Let's just calm down for a bit here. You got a nice house. You got a loving daughter. Just take it easy, all right?
I am the evolution of stardust, the gentle flutter of a butterfly. I am death, destroyer of worlds.
I'm getting the booth at the end sort of vibes here, but whatever. Q is melodramatic and weird trickster person god thing, so whatever, it's fine.
I'm immortal again! Omnipotent again! That's unexpected.
Anyway, there's this gala thing that Renee has to attend because the day after she goes into quarantine for the mission she's about to take on. So, Picard and crew have to infiltrate the said gala to I don't know, just watch over her, I guess. I'm not sure what's going on here because Q might do something to her and they got to prevent that. It's a little vague. Why they must see her right now. And instead not during the quarantine, I think that would be easier to infiltrate and whatever. But fine. Star Trek First Contact had no problems directly involving themselves with the first warp speed flight test in the 21st century. But okay, attend a party to make sure Renee's confidence is all right. Sure.
We need simply to stop her from quitting for next 15 hours.
So here's an idea. Just transport straight to her and tell her not to quit. Or just transport her to the ship. I mean, why wait? You have a transporter. Tell her right now. You don't even have to get all timey-wimey about it. Just make her feel confident. Say the psych stuff is a load of crap. You're awesome. Everything is going to be great. Just do your job. You're a strong, independent woman, blah, blah. Pat her on the back, whatever. It's basically a standard pep talk is what you have to do. So, Queenie wakes up Agnes. She freaks out, sees a shotgun on the mantle of Picard's fireplace. Wait, slow down here. Again, all these things are just left in the house. No one picked up a 100-year-old plus heirloom gun or cases of expensive wine. And I'm assuming everything just works like some ammo would just be...
It's not, I'm not kidding.
Okay, here we go. So Q gave Soong some kind of drug. Soong has this drone shield bullshit. Like, what is this? What does it do? I know he's a geneticist, but what is this? Couldn't they just have an awning or a tarp or a tent? How about a parasol? No, it has to be some energy radiation barrier drone thing. Because we have to contractually spend money on the CGI budget, apparently. So Corey injects herself with the drug in the exact same spot. She took out blood the day before. There's no scar, whatever. Who cares? They both took it, so it's safe. Great, cool. And I guess it just works instantly on her internal organs and skin. Like, the pollution in the air won't kill her anymore. I mean, she's already outside, so what's the difference? Or is this techno bullshit filtering the air as well? And the sunlight won't burn her skin. Okay, so I'm no geneticist. I'm also no dermatologist, let alone a pulmonologist. But I think medicine that works on multiple organs for multiple solutions, like preventing your skin from catching on fire or from the pollution in air to not be acidic, Might take some time to work, maybe?
This is no time to argue about time. We don't have the time.
All of this just works.
So, whatever, the protective drone field thing gets turned off. Corey goes for a swim. And then the drug wears off for whatever reason. And she looks like a vampire who's sucked in some bad blood from Geralt. Did Q tell the doctor it was temporary? Did the doctor know? Why is a PhD in genetics who focused his life's work on this one problem suddenly a retard? Why is a semi-omnipotent being trying to gain someone's trust keeping out key details like, oh, this is only temporary? This is forced drama. This is dumb. This protect whatever drone field bullshit is dumb. Everything here in this scene is dumb.
What was I saying?
So Agnes, who is a robotic expert, kills the Borg Queen, saved the policeman, repaired most of his internal organs somehow, removed his spleen, and gave him something to erase his memory. Okay, future tech, whatever, I don't care anymore. And I'm just saying, if you're in a time travel scenario and you have the technology to erase people's memory, you might want to weaponize that.
What's going on here? Oh, sir, I'm arrested.
So, Picard smoke teleports again with not Laris to his ship. They see the crew dragging a cop outside. Haha, it's funny. I guess it's easier than using the transporter, and the Picard estate is basically right outside the door anyway, so who cares? So Q meets with Soong again, gives him the real cure, and says he wants to remove the Picard obstacle because Q is not as omnipotent as he used to be, I guess. I'm beginning to think this is like Brent Spiner's retirement plan, and Patrick Stewart is getting as many people he knows just to get some extra cash before they die. Luckily, Rafi mentions that the Watcher chick looks exactly like Laris, so at least there's some writer in the room who's self-aware enough to say, oh yeah, we should probably bring that up. So that's good. So because everyone dragged the cop to the car, now they're at the Picard estate talking over what to do.
We are going to monitor her every single move at this gala, assess the threat, and guide her.
So the ongoing theory is at the party, something happens to Renee which causes her to bail on the mission, which is silly because she can go on the mission and screw it up somehow anyway, or she could go during quarantine and just bail from there. I mean, she could eat or drink something that's bad, but you generally don't want to go to a rich gala with investors and stakeholders and NASA and start bad-mouthing yourself. That doesn't seem smart for someone who wants to go to space. Most people are really excited about going to space. How broken down is Renee? No one knows what's going to happen, so let's infiltrate a big, hard security public event. I mean, why not? So the gala is maximum security. It's got a database of users on a list, has facial recognition throughout the whole thing. So it's now a heist story. Cool. I like heist stories. They are plot delicious.
Delicious.
You're sending in the roboticist, not the ex-spy or ranger?
Yeah, all right, we get it.
This is good because this is what you need to do in a heist scenario, or at least the setup for one. You explain the roles of everyone and why. And Jurati seems like a good fit, but so do the others. So this is essential for Picard to explain and say why he wants to use Jurati. So good on you, story. Plus it's funny to see that Jurati studied intro to antique coding in school or whatever.
I took intro to antique coding in school. I finally get to use it.
I mean, it's just kind of silly, geeky things because you don't want to be too technical without losing your audience. Although I wish it were at least a bit technical, since antique coding in the 24th century would be a pretty humongous topic. Like there's so many languages today that not everyone who knows how to program can code them all, of course. Plus, Seven is no longer Borg, and Raffi is hallucinating and emotional over dead Romulan Ninja Boy, but that's not even brought up.
And I have a plan.
I don't know what that plan is, but I'm glad someone at least alludes to having something to work with. So the plan is to get Jurati captured, and somehow that means she's going to sit in the control room of security. Okay, I guess that worked out. How did Picard know that would have happened? That's pretty lucky. So we get a flashback of Jurati killing the Borg Queen, and the Queen injects her with something. I'm guessing less powerful nanoprobes. I don't know. And now it's frickin' Borg Fight Club time. Oh boy, as if Agnes didn't want to kill herself already, which is kind of like the rest of the fandom with functioning brains, at least, whenever they watch these episodes.
Sometimes it doesn't just work.